And now we're going to look at what keeps us stuck. And it's perfectly, I first of all just want to say, you guys, that it's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal to be stuck. And that's why people stay stuck for a really long time. Because why? Why is that normal? Because anytime we contemplate any sort of change, it's threatening, right? We have this, what's called the lizard brain, that you maybe heard, like the fight or flight response, right? And so anytime that we are contemplating something that's unknown, change is threatening to that part of us that just wants everything to be nice and predictable and safe. And so it's kind of like the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know, right? To the ego, I will take safety over happiness any day. So, that's the lizard brain. Do we want to necessarily let the lizard brain run our lives? Be safe. Would I rather be safe, or would I rather be able to get the tools I need to break free from that fear? It's really just fear. There's some statistics that show that like 95% of the things that we're afraid, that we worry about, don't end up happening how we imagine they're going to be happening. That's part of that lizard brain mechanism, is that we just project into the future the worst possible case scenario that could possibly ever happen. And we assume that that's reality. And that's our brain trying to keep us safe. Know that you do have the power and the resources within you, and there's support that you can get. Like, all problems are solvable. Everything is figure outable, So from where we sit, right? From where we sit, though, if we're letting that fear be in the driver's seat, it doesn't feel good. We need to be in the driver's seat of our own lives. That's where we feel good. We're in charge. And so when we're riding along in the passenger seat, fear is going wherever it wants to take us in our life. And it's like, not really liking that view. Right? So we got to get ourselves back in the driver's seat. Fear is going to be there. It's our protection mechanism. It's going to be with you all the time. So what we want to do is learn how to become friends with it, really, and not push it away. Listen to it when it's afraid, and invite it to drive right along in the passenger seat. All right, fear, I'm going to switch places with you now. I'm going to take the driver's seat. I'm going to invite you to sit over here in the passenger seat. But if you're going to complain the whole way and you're going to keep grabbing my ear and pulling my attention off the road, I might have to put you in the trunk or the back seat. Might have to put some tape over your mouth. But so that's just an analogy. But really, we want to learn to acknowledge the fears, start to question whether or not that's really true, and to just really put ourselves back in the driver's seat. So, and I know it's easier said than done, and there's stuff, it's serious, it's a big decision. It's like fear, of what would happen, what will happen to him. And I thank you guys for everything that you're sharing here. And so that's why we need coaching support, right? Because it's hard to sort all that out on your own. But just to know that, you can get support. Everything is figure outable, and there is support available. And so that's why I do the work that I do with people to to support you in going through this process, because it's not easy, for sure. And so, yeah, being stuck is normal, but it's not really how we want to feel. And just to know that also, not deciding is a choice, right? It's a choice. Do I want to let myself stay stuck in this fear? And not deciding is a choice. And it's actually okay if you make that choice from a conscious place. That, as long as we're in the driver's seat and it's like, you know what? I am going to consciously choose. I don't need to make any decisions today. It's not an emergency, unless you're in a situation where there's physical danger, right? It's not an emergency. So I can take a breath. I don't have to make any decisions right now. I'm not on any, there's no set time frame. Everyone's on their own process. I can take my time. I can sort this out. I can gradually get the tools and support I need to see how I need to show up in this, to see if it can be improved, to be on the process to finding out if, if I can heal it or not. And to, just come to the clarity that I'm going to come to in my own time. And so, it's really about getting the support and the tools you need so you don't have to stay in that place of indecision for longer than you need to.